Good morning and welcome to, I don't even want to say it, the final uni vlog. Somehow it is my final week ever of my degree. I have my last exam on Thursday morning and then I'm done. Although it doesn't feel as monumental as it should. I think I just haven't wrapped my head around the fact that this is actually happening. Like, I really thought it would feel more climactic, I guess, than this. I mean, I haven't got there yet. On Thursday it might feel really dramatic and climactic, but at the moment the idea of finishing on Thursday just doesn't seem to be phasing my brain. So my exam on Thursday is for my advertising module, which is a 10 credit module that I've just been doing in my second semester. And I started looking at the content yesterday and I am just so disengaged with this module. I think because it was only this semester, and then I missed quite a few lectures because I was working on my disc, so I had to catch up on those yesterday, which is probably not good practice to say that the exam is literally on Thursday. So now that I've caught up on everything, I'm gonna start actually revising the content, although I literally don't know how to even start. The exam is a timed one on Thursday, which is the first proper timed exam I've had in years. Most of my exams have been those 48-hour online exams, and my strategic management one last week did have a timed multiple choice element to it, but it wasn't a timed essay or anything, whereas this one we have 2 hours to write 2,000 words and it's 2 questions, so it's actually pretty demanding. I think it is still technically open book because it is online, but in 2 hours you don't really want to be scrolling through all the reading, trying to find reading, trying to understand concepts. You want to have it readily available so you can spend as much time as possible writing. So I'm gonna head to the library today and try to get in the revision zone. pretty much doing exactly the same thing that I did yesterday. I'm just revising for my advertising exam. I feel like I've got into a pretty good flow of revision though, because I wasn't really sure how I was going to approach this exam revision wise. I was just hoping that yesterday I'd sit down, start looking at stuff and I'd work it out, and I think I have. So basically my current setup is on my laptop I've got a split screen between a Word document and then the lecture slides, and then on my iPad I've got a digital version of the textbook, and what I'm doing is I'm looking at the lecture slides and the textbook at the same time and then accumulating them together into a Word document, which is like a lecture overview document, because the lecture slides are completely based on the textbook, but not everything in the textbook is in our lectures. So I'm just looking at the bits that are in the lectures and then expanding on them with the information in the textbook. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but so far it's working, because I don't know if I just didn't engage in this module at all this semester, but I feel like I'm learning everything from scratch. So it is taking me quite a while to go through all of the lectures. I only managed 3 yesterday and there's 11, and I only have 2 more days left of revision. So I think today I'm going to aim to do 5 lectures, because I also need to go through and look for examples, like case studies that show the different concepts in practice, and ideally some extra reading as well. So it's going to be a pretty full-on next 2 days, I think, but I just keep trying to remind myself that even though these next 2 days might be really full-on, they're the last 2 days that I have. So this is really the final last push now.
What's the issue?
I actually don't know what I've done to my back, but my back kills. Like, my lower back is giving me agony, and I don't know what I've done to it.
You're going to be bedbound for the next few days, aren't you?
Yeah, but it hurts to also be in bed. There's no neutral position that I can put it in right now that doesn't kill.
Does it hurt standing up?
Yeah, it hurts sitting down, it hurts lying down.
Lie on your front?
I don't know what I've done to it. Yeah, I haven't really tried lying on my front. I can't just spend my exam lying on my front.
You're going to be bedbound. Oh!
And my front hurts as well. My period's just started.
It's a great day for you.
I'm thriving. Good morning. Today is my last full day as a student, and it's going to be a pretty busy one, I think, because I've still got a lot of revision to do for my exam tomorrow. I powered through and stuck to my goal yesterday. I did 5 chapters, but that still means I've got 3 more to do today, and I want to look over some extra reading and some extra sources, maybe some examples. I don't know if you could tell what I was saying in the clip that Sid filmed yesterday, but I've been having the worst back pains lately. I don't know if it's because I'm sat at desk for so long or if I've pulled it, but it also comes in waves. It only seems to be really bad by the time I get to the end of the day, maybe because I've spent the whole day sitting, I've been carrying a heavy bag around, because it feels pretty fine now, for example. And even if it's related to this or not, I didn't realise the kind of physical real toll that these past few months would have on my body. I always imagined that I would be stressed, so I'd be mentally affected, but I never thought that it would affect my sleep as much as it has, my body as much as it has. My kind of gut health definitely flares up as soon as I'm more stressed. I'm starting to notice that. It's also affected when my period started. I thought it was going to start yesterday, it hasn't. So one thing I am looking forward to about finishing is hopefully it will give my body a chance to start regulating itself again properly and recovering. What an absolute mess of an exam. Oh my god. Why am I gonna cry? It went fine. It went fine. Actually, I have no idea how that went. Oh my god, that was so intense. Like, there were so many elements to each question. It's not like it was just a bum essay. It was like, okay, we want you to talk about this, then this, then this, then this. So half the time I was just like flicking between, I mean, this is why I should have done more revision, I guess, but flicking between different sources and the textbook and my notes, and like, I know that I did not get a first in that, which is fine, but that is kind of what I've been aiming for. But I know that I didn't hit the requirements that you need for a first. Like, I really struggled to get any references in. I struggled for examples of stuff. Sid's just come round after the exam. How did you find it?
To be honest with you, I'm not really thinking about it too much. It's one of those, it's done now. Say what we want about it, but it's done, and now we have officially finished uni, which I'm more delighted about and ecstatic about than thinking about the exam, however that went, basically.
And that is how I wish I was feeling, but I don't feel any sense of relief right now. I just, oh, I'm gonna cry. Feel so frustrated. Like, that's such a frustrating note to end uni on. And it's not even that I think it went badly. I mean, it didn't go great, but now I'm like annoyed that I'm not feeling any sense of relief. I don't even know what to think right now. I'm just in a bad mood. Which is not the mood that I thought I would be in finishing. I thought I would be more like sitting, I'd be really happy to finish, but instead I'm just lying here sulking really currently. It's been 10 minutes. The emotions have come. I don't even really know what I'm crying about. I just feel very overwhelmed by everything right now. I don't even think I'm crying about my exam anymore. Oh, I don't know what to think. I don't know what I'm crying about. Hello, it has been a few days now since I last vlogged. It is Sunday today. I just needed to take a bit of time, I think, to process my emotions, because I don't even know what I said in the last clips that I filmed, but I know that I was a bit of an emotional mess. The way that I felt after I finished my exam on Thursday was not really how I expected to feel, because I feel like everyone says that it's such a relief when you finish, and everyone that I was speaking to after my exam was saying, oh, you must be so happy, like you must be so excited to finish, and I just was not happy, excited or relieved. I was in an awful mood, as you could see from the clips, and I didn't really know why I was in such a bad mood. I think part of it was frustration at my performance in that exam, because I have never been able to take not doing like the best in an exam very well. I've always taken it very badly and I find it hard to get over. So I was initially frustrated that the exam didn't go the way that I particularly wanted it to go. And then the emotion that came after I'd kind of got over that was a resounding feeling of sadness. Like, I was genuinely just so sad that this was actually the end of my uni experience, because as you guys know, I'm an academic girly. I have always actually really enjoyed and loved education, and it's always been something that I've really valued and has been a big part of my life, because when I'm not doing my uni work, I'm talking about my uni work on the internet. So it hit me, I think, properly for the first time that it's over and that it's no longer going to be a part of my life. And I just felt a massive sense of loss. I think, like, I was mourning the loss of uni, I guess, and this phase of my life, this era of my life. And it felt like a lot to deal with, because not only was I sort of feeling sad, but it was also the first time, well, not the first time, but I guess to a new level, I was feeling, oh shit, this is it now. This is my life. Because obviously I'm not going into formal employment or anything. I'm just trying out the full-time self-employed life. And that is this life now, you know? This is it. So that's really weird to get my head around, and I definitely still haven't got my head around that yet, but it has been a few days now, and that feeling of sadness has definitely started to go down a bit. And I've had some really lovely days with my friends since. We've done some nice things, so that's definitely helped soften the blow. But that brings us to the end of the final ever uni vlog. I honestly don't even really know what to say in this outro, because I feel like I'll never be able to put into words just how amazing this experience has been, and the fact that we've built such an incredible community and I've been able to share all of this with you. Despite the stress and everything this year, I think final year has actually been one of my favourite years of uni, and I've loved doing the weekly vlogs. I've never weekly vlogged this consistently before, and I've really enjoyed it, and it's been great to see that you guys have really enjoyed it as well. So it's definitely something that I'm going to continue on into the next phase of my life, whatever that will be, because I love that we can just sit down and chat like this and just have kind of open and honest conversations about things. You guys are like my friends and my diary and my therapist all in one. So it's officially my last week in Leeds now, so I'm gonna be vlogging that will be the next video, because I need to start packing up all of my stuff and getting ready to leave. So make sure that you still like, subscribe and stick around for everything that's to come. Once again, thank you so much to all of your support this year. Honestly, means the world to me that you guys like these vlogs and like my rambles on the internet. Also, make sure to follow my TikTok and my Instagram. I have already been so much more active on them, so definitely make sure to go and check those out. And I will see you in the next vlog and the first vlog of the rest of my life.